I wasn't going to speak on this Baba Ijesha situation, but we're talking about the safeguarding of children, and that's something that's very dear to my heart, so I'm going to say my 2 cents, yeah? Anybody who's supporting this union between Luminee and this Baba Ijesha guy should be ashamed. If you attended that baby shower, knowing full well that he was the father of her child, you should be ashamed. If when they released the pictures of their baby shoot, maternity shoot, and you supported and liked and commented congratulations, you should be ashamed. You guys, Yoruba people will call you guys alabosi because you know what this man did. First of all, this man went to jail, not for stealing bread. He went to jail for defiling a child at 7 and 14. He was caught red-handed. The video of him being caught red-handed is etched in my memory for life because I can't believe how disgusting that man sunk. Let's also be aware that he was convicted for this child. She wasn't his only victim. She was the only one who reported it and was willing to testify in court. The other victims didn't want to testify because, once again, in our community, you are shamed as the victim and not as the perpetrator. This man went to jail. He was sentenced to the point where even the Minister of Justice, post his release, had to come out and write a report giving a statement that the fact that he was released doesn't absolve him of his crimes. He's still innocent. He's still guilty of those crimes, and he's also on the SMEX offenders list. In Nigeria, do you know what that means? In insane countries in the world, if you're on the SMEX offenders list, first of all, your record can never be expunged. You're on that list for life. Second of all, you cannot work in a hospital. You cannot work anywhere where there's vulnerable people. You cannot live between a certain distance to a school. You can't work in a primary school. You can't work in daycare. You cannot even be around children unsupervised. That means that the children of your siblings can't even be left in your care. That's how heinous this crime is. And a woman decided to spread her legs and procreate with this man. And you guys are all celebrating, saying he deserves a second chance. How do you rehabilitate somebody who molested a child? How? How do you rehabilitate her? She has a 12-year-old, might I add. And for anyone who has been around that man with their children, go start asking your kids questions. Ask them questions, because you're about to be shocked when your kids actually tell you what this man has potentially possibly done to them. You guys are celebrating rubbish. Do you know the crime we're talking about here? That means children are not safe with you. What do you see in a 7-year-old and a 14-year-old that gets you aroused? You have to be sick. You have to be mentally deranged to do something like that. And here you are, you guys are celebrating somebody procreating. Are you aware that child molesters also do this to their children? Are you aware that child molesters are not safe in prison? Like, people who have unalived people, hundreds of people still see them as bottom barrel. They're not safe in jail, where hardened criminals are kept. That's the person you chose to procreate with. And you alabosi people, you're not saying congratulations, he deserves a second chance. God knows that he's destined for greatness. That's why he wants to bring him down. And some of you guys are saying it's content. I don't care if it's content, even if it's content, wrong. When this man came out of jail, this man should have been a social pariah. I don't think you understand. This man should have eventually left this world knowing full well that he was being treated as a leper. There are some crimes you don't come back from, and this is one of them. You touch children. You touch children. And people are going to come to your house and bring their kids and celebrate with you because you want proximity to fame. You guys are disgusting. You guys are bottom barrel trash. I'm not joking.